Hello and thank you for joining RasPiPkr tutorials. I'm Martin Parker, and in this video I'm going to be bringing in the back button, the +1 hour button and the program button into the actual main script. So there's going to be some coding in this video. I'm just going to load up my heating layout proposal that I did in the previous video, and just so we can I'll just make that so everything's in screen. Right, so I'm going to be bringing these three buttons in this video into the main script. I'm going to be using the grid layout from tkinter, and this will be row 0, column 0, this will be row 1, column 0, and this will be row 2, column 0. And then I'll work things out as I go along. I may have to change the rows as I build it up. So I'll just move this out of the way and load up Python shell IDLE and bring up my house script. Right, so as it currently is, I'll just bring that on. This is the screensaver. By clicking there, you get the main menu. So you get the 15 seconds. If you don't touch anything, it will go back to the screensaver. Now it currently is, if you click the security button, it just prints out to screen, and same for the heating. So that's no good for anything. So I want to take, when you click the heating, I want it to actually go to the heating menu. So let's just close that, get rid of that because we don't need it at the moment, and move down here. So we've currently got our heating menus and our security menus. So first things first, I do not need any of that at the moment. Now looking at the main menu here, I will need these global variables. I will need to destroy the previous main menu, so it will get rid of that and clear it, and it will recreate the disk frame with a black background. It will keep it in the root window, so it's not going to close this software. When if that was root.destroy, the script would end. That'd be it, which is no good. So I'm packing the disk frame into the root window, and the menu screen is true because we are using a menu screen. The last touch will be the timestamp from when we last touched the screen, basically. So I'm going to copy all of that rather than typing it all out, just to speed things up a little. Right, first of all we need to get rid of these because we're not using them, and let's create our back button instance. I need to bring it into tkinter, so this will be called back img, back image, and that will be equal to tk.photo image, and this is a file that we're bringing in, and because I'm using the script is actually running from desktop, I don't necessarily need to put the full path, and it's going to be where the script is anyhow, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to just put back underscore button dot png. So that's that. Now because I've created that image, I need that to be a global variable, so just like we did for the main menu. Let's put that in there, back image. Right, so we need to create that actual button now for the actual picture. So this will be back button equals tk.button, or capital B. Where do we want to have this? We want to have this in the disk frame. We don't want to have any text. Basically we want the image, so image equals the back img that we just created in a line above, and now what we need to do is put it into the window. So if we put back button dot grid, because that's how I'm having it, this will be row 0 and this will be column 02. And let's put some pad in for the for the pad X for the width around the button. So we'll just put 10 in for now. We can change these later. Paddy or pad Y. Put 10 for there as well, and there we go. Now what this will do is we'll put this into the window, but it's not going to position it even though we want it in the top left hand corner, and there's a way we need to do this. If I click on the heating, there's the button, so we need to sort out the background of the button because we've got a transparent PNG file that we're working with, and we also need to put it into the top left hand corner. So first things first, let's give that a background. So BG, you can write background if you want, and this wants to be black. So we've done that, but now we need to get the actual button to be in the top left hand corner, and because you are creating this and we want this to be full screen, we have to modify the disk frame. So in here I need to tell it to expand equals true and fill in both directions, so fill equals both, and now if I run that, it will move to the top left hand corner. Click on the heating menu and there we go. But I don't like the fact that when you put your when I put my mouse into this actual window it disappears because I've got it programmed out, but I don't like the white border that's all around it. So just like I did on the menu button, just get rid of that. Up here, for the big button, I got rid of I took the border down to 0 and I put the highlight thickness as 0 as well, so it takes that awful box around it off. So rather than writing it all out, I'll just copy all this bit here, copy that, and I want to put that down here. So that's that, but what I want to do now is I want to get rid of when you put your cursor over it, it won't necessarily be needed because it's a touch screen, but I'm just going to put this in anyhow. So I want active background to equal black, so that will, when I put my cursor over it, it will not change colour, and we shouldn't have that box in and stuff now. So there we go, we've got a lovely looking button. I've brought it in, I've got no white border for that PNG, and when I click the button nothing's happening because it's not got a command set to it at the moment. So let's just close that software, close that off, and that button is now in there. So what I need to do now is I want to create my other two buttons, so I'm just going to copy that just to speed things up a little, paste them in, and this will be the plus hour button. Whoops. Plus our image, this will be, and that's going to be into the image here, and this will be the plus hour button. I'm just going to copy that and put that there. Right, so that's row 0, column 0. This wants to be row 1, column 0. And we want to put the other button in as well, so I might as well do that whilst we're here. Yeah, copy that. Let's just pop it in, and this is going to be the program. I need to change the actual files as well. So this will be program button. I thought I didn't highlight the P. This wants to be row 2 as well, so it's the row underneath. This wants to be right this time. So that's that wants to be, that's fine. Right, so this wants to be plus underscore hour button. This wants to be, whoops, prog button. Now because I've implemented these in here, I need to put these as globals as well. Plus our image, and this wants to be prog image as well. So that all should be good. Run that. Let's see if I've done it right. Take it off the screensaver and click on the heating, and there we've got our buttons. Now because we've got our window set to a set size, being 800 width and 418 height, it's clipping off the actual image. So I need to do something with the paddings that I've set. So in here, it's going to have the padding of 10 around the top button. There's no point doing that, because then you're going to have a 20 padding pixel gap in between that one, and then you'd have the same between this one. So we need to get rid of the padding there. Run that, see how that looks, and it will have brought that over the bottom image up as well. There we go. And we do have too much there, so I need to change that. So I've got rid of that. Let's put that down to 5. Put that to 5 and see how that looks. Wow, looks alright, does that? Happy with that. So there we go. So there's our back buttons, plus our buttons, and our program button. And see if I keep pressing these, nothing's happening, but it'll take me back to the screensaver. So that's why we need to implement the last touch function. When we activate these buttons using the command, then we'll have that last touch implemented as well. So you get that 15 seconds to play around with. Right, that's it for this video. In the next video I'll be bringing in the other parts of the heating layout, the upstairs temperature, the downstairs, and the heating set temperature. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.